Live. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna end up, washing these sheets also because I dropped a little. Oh, yeah. I dropped a little sauce on this bed and stuff. Another person said, "What you talking about?" I dropped a little sauce, a little food sauce. I'm eating a little food right now. Me, Ralph, and we are eating a little food right now. Let me let you know something. Vagina is better than pussy. Sometimes it's better to have food on the bed than pussy because if a person's always, how can I say this, fucking on the bed or having sex or making love, you need nourishment at times. You need nourishment at times on the bed also. But you think about that. You know what I wanted to tell you? I was telling my son like the last video I was making, I was like, yo, son, if your brother sold the house and then you just wanted to get some money from me, you telling me you want to introduce me to girls, you just ask me for some money and I'll see what I can do for you. But don't come all the way wasting your energy bringing a girl all the way to me. Because you're wasting your energy bringing a girl all the way to me for some reason and stuff. And then, if your brother sold the house, and I know you need somewhere to stay. That's why you probably asking me for money. Don't ever let your brother find out that you going out your way bringing me pussy, and then he done sold the house and shit. So you think about that because your brother is the type of person. He's very educated. He doesn't care about certain situations. So all he wants to hear at a time is that there's no more house, and then you just bring you going out your way like you want to escort pussy. But you bringing it to me is one thing, but don't ever let your brother find out that you just be doing things like that because your brother doesn't need if he already sees that his complications happen with the family, he's trying to hold the family together. He don't need niggas to get locked up with no funny situations. So don't let your brother find out no crazy situations and shit. Like he done sold the house and then you over here escorting. You want to bring a girl all the way over to me because if I need pussy, I can find a chick. She don't need you to escort her to bring her all the way out over to me for no reason. Don't do things like that. Don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Your brother's already in some real estate stupid counting, thinking like you doing things like you counting money and shit. You better be careful and shit. Don't let your brother find out or hear some shit like that. And let me just tell you how real this is, man. I told my son before, what I'm saying, like, I had some money in debt, you know, but I never wanted my son to recondition the value that I had in debt because I didn't want to link him with his value, and you never know if they were ever jealous of him in the paradigm of time and what they could probably cause to do. Because a person that's close to you and of your love could really hurt you a certain type of way. You don't need that type of devastation when it comes to your love in life, especially when it comes to meeting your mother, the astrological empress, and you don't need that type of devastation at all because that type of heartache is more extreme than a regular heartache. It could end up breaking up a happy home, and a happy home is always going to be mended and always together. So I'm gonna just tell you just like this: don't do nothing crazy. And you know, there's nothing too much. I don't got too much else to speak about. I'm gonna enjoy my little nourishment. Got a nice little, got a couple little things for myself in certain ways for my nourishment. And we'll be alright. Tomorrow morning, get up to go to my court, and then we'll be alright, man. Loved one, I'll make a little video later on. KBTV just came back. It is now 1:46 a.m. in the morning. Have a nice little relaxing time, and well, Kim be in front of me at a position, so you see, I lifted on the channel. I came here, I left it on the channel. I didn't come back. I didn't come back just to watch anybody else's channel or something, to go back to the. I love you. How is he thinking they did that? Well done. He was very good. Baby, let me tell you something that's so funny. This is what I gotta tell my wife. When my wife come home, I gotta tell my wife what's going on. We have little ghost children and stuff, right? Me and my wife and stuff, right? So at a time, they be when they want to know when people, when people be trying to get them out their house or they see people, they be hiding from people at times and stuff because they don't want people to know about them a certain type of way, right? And then there's a time. Oh, look, 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 look. Oh, here we go. No, no, no. Yeah, you see? You see? She over here watching Hazel like, oh my god. Look what Hazel did. Oh my god. Another mistake. Be careful. My daughter's gonna play on it. Nope. My daughter. My daughters be on some ghost. My daughters be on some ghost movement sometimes. Like they'll see people do wrong and stuff. My daughters really be on some ghost shit. They'll be seeing people do wrong, and the next thing you know, they'll be like slamming doors, tell you to get the fuck out, trying to scare you just because they don't want if they don't want you around. But the worst thing to do also is ended up doing trying to is doing wrong to them after that. If they catch you and they catch you doing something wrong, don't do nothing wrong to them. My daughters, my daughters really be on some. They don't want people bothering them. My daughters don't want like people bothering them too. And she don't like me. My daughter's the type of person. She'll come check. She'll come check to see what's going on. Don't let her feel no way, man. Nigga got niggas I'm lying up in here, huh? You ain't ready for these clothes yet. What? Look, 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 look. Oh. Where is it? If your internal input is connected, do you want to see this? That nigga sounded like he said some more crazy shit or something. But like I was telling you, so let me tell you something. So, this is what I wanted to tell you, right? While I'm watching this, I'm gonna go to the volume and tell you what I'm telling you. So my kids, I told them the ones that was in depth of the jewelry, I said never wear black or brown jewels. They used to wonder why, and I used to be like, yo, you don't need individuals finding out about you a certain type of way. And I did some magic of, I had some empresses a long time ago. Were getting educated, and some children, they turned against the original empresses and did real wrong. So when that happened, I put them away in brown and black jewels, some of them. Some of them already wanted to do the empress wrong, so I never wanted them to learn the depth of where the empress was and certain things of her life. So when the kids, certain kids of the jewels of the depth, and they put that type of jewelry on, it might have reflected on them and it might have complicated their life at the time. So I didn't want that type of situation to happen to them. So I tried to warn them about this. I love this guy so much. I tried to warn them about the situation and stuff. I tried to warn them about at a time, but I told them never. I forbid them, and I had told them never to wear certain jewelry a certain type of way because another person doesn't know the type of magic I did at a point, and you don't never want it a person doing reflection magic, trying to find out something about somebody else, and trying to devalue somebody, and then on top of it, that type of jewelry, you don't need a person to know anything about that type of jewelry when you're natural with you're a person natural with their reality, even even in existence. So a child could, I didn't, like I said, I don't want my children wearing certain jewelry like black and brown jewels, because especially if they were Asian, you can't wear black and brown jewels. Because another person, if they, certain people that did certain things for my wife, I did certain things so they would never devalue my wife ever, even when it comes to their reality. That's the type of magic I did. So they would never be able to devalue my wife, even when it comes to their reality. But their intent, their initial intent of the black and brown jewelry I get made and put those emphasis in because they wanted to devalue my wife. So I put them in a realm where they could never devalue my wife. So I locked them away in the realm. That's how the person said I was kind of cool for that, but I don't care. I locked them away in a realm of black and brown jewels, elements, and stones and jewels, and then I forbid my children to wear those jewels. I said, because those empresses, they come out, they know so much, they'll try to kill the real empress. And those are empresses that didn't respect the dignity even of the birth that was being born and the gift of individuals being born. They didn't want to see generations be born. So those jewels, I had locked them empresses away because the type of mentality that they had. It was too, they didn't really want to love a certain type of way in existence. So I had to get rid of them. They were already mad at the generations of people, certainly. And then they wanted to devalue my empresses that I had shared love with. So I locked them away in a jewel. You see how cool I am? About now, huh? Locked them away in a jewel where they could never devalue my life. And I put them in a jewel so they could never devalue my life. So if people wear those jewels, if my children with the depth of the jewels or stones, I choose to tell them don't wear jewels of the black and brown because I told you. This serious situations, like I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna warn you about situations, and you don't need nobody. And I used to tell my children if they ever reconditioning individual, listen, if they ever reconditioning individual, another person, you see, my wife's habitation when it comes to her secrecy. Even my wife used to be happy. She used to paint pictures. She used to um she used to make like you know some type of forms of interior wear for certain habitations within or for certain environments within the household. She used to do wonderful things to keep her mind uplifted and have something to do, so she could keep herself on point a certain type of way. So my wife, I'm the type of person, if I'm walking outside before I step in the house, I don't some kids would be running around in the garden and they come step in the house. You gotta take off your shoes before you come in the house. And my wife was the type of person that she loved cleanliness. So my wife, even in her habitation, I never wanted the kids to know anything about depth and know anything about depth, especially my jewel kids. I never wanted them to know about the depth of certain things, and when they're in the house, they're just happy. So, I should tell them be careful of things that you condition at a time, because you never want a person, like I forbid them to wear certain type of jewelry. You never want a person trying to manipulate the reason of their physics, and on top of it, you don't want a person. You think you be careless in life because a person isn't so comfortable, and then you send children to go to school, and then you have people giving them certain type of gifts and certain things, and then it causes a certain type of reaction. So you got to be careful of people's intent. So you got to be careful of certain things, and you got to know history. It's important to be educated when things are happening, so an individual can know how to handle the situation. Just in case, I imagine my children going to school, and then somebody put some type of, you don't ever know what's going on. Another person, you have to have a person that's responsible that knows to be viewing situations, to know acknowledgement about the situation some type of way. Yo, listen, I meant to tell you something else, right? I was outside, right? Listen to this. There was some dude and stuff, right? And he was outside, but he was smoking some weed. You ever had niggas that you see how dogs be pissing on elements and the fire hydrants and fucking niggas up and shit? Imagine a nigga that go piss on weed or something, my nigga, and you have niggas smoking weed at a certain time that done did niggas wrong to their habitation. And then this nigga was smoking weed. It smelled like this niggas gave this nigga, the nigga smoked like some headache weed. You ever smoke weed and it give you a headache and you be like, oh my god, that's fucked up, because don't let it be a fucked up chemistry. And from a garden that has a fucked up chemistry that has like some nigga pissing, you never know what type of dick disease another nigga have and you pissing on the weed, and then another nigga go smoke some headache weed, and then it gives a nigga a headache and shit, and the next thing you know, the nigga smelling like some foul chemistry. There was some nigga smoking weed. I thought the nigga smelled like herpes in the store. And it's like, I thought he was hanging out with Walter Paul and shit. I was like, I don't know what type of weed he smoked, my nigga. I was like, what? I looked at the nigga, I was smelling that shit. I said, yo, my nigga, that smelled like, yo, you just smoked 100 seeds of a garden that you wasn't even supposed to smoke, and it just had a bad allergic chemical reaction to your fragrance, homeboy. I was looking at the nigga like, wow. I looked at the nigga, I was like, yo, homie, I don't smoke. And imagine, you ever smoke weed and get a headache? You ever had some bullshit weed and it smoke and it gives you a headache? It fucks up the nerves in your brain, giving you a headache, and you wonder what happened and shit. See, you gotta be careful with shit like that. I'm telling you, it's just like individuals. I told you, you never grow indicas, especially in New York. Don't ever grow indicas in New York, my nigga. Don't ever grow indicas in a hot climate, my nigga. And don't grow it in New York. South, south. Don't grow it in the south. Don't grow it in the southeast. Don't grow it in the east. Don't grow it in the northeast, or don't grow it in the north. Don't grow it in the northeast, or the east north. And don't grow it in the north. Don't grow it in the northeast west. Don't grow it in the um, northwest. Don't grow it in the west. You could grow something like that in the southwest, but don't grow indicas over any other place. I'm telling you, if I catch you, or if I find out you even do it, I'll make police arrest you, man. I don't give a fuck who. Yo, my nigga, I catch you doing things like that, I'll make police arrest you. I don't give a fuck who you are. Tell you straight up and down, my nigga. I own these continents, my nigga. I have you get locked up for real, for real. You grow indicas in the wrong place. Indicas are you could grow it in the southwest. Don't grow it anywhere else I told you about. I'm telling you, man. I ain't gonna go out my way and call police on you. It's gonna happen naturally. You don't know me, my nigga. I'm the real. I hope you've been listening to my YouTube, my nigga. Matter of fact, I know another nigga got a real. I can't even tell you about it. There's a other type of situation going on with me that you have no idea. It's like as this individuals know, but certain individuals won't know. If you paid attention, probably know. If you know about certain other things, then either you're a person that's very important, or you're just not important at all. So, oh man. But I'm being real with you and stuff. There's certain things I want to speak about. But speaking about doctoring, individuals smoking weed, because weed, it was something for Indian people used to use it for a certain type of reality at times, but they couldn't be abusive. When I catch my kids being abusive, I used to shift them to other places and make them have to go stay in other places, because they would have to be detoxed or certain type of situations, because of the type of mentality, because that type of acknowledgement is like a high. It's like a natural high, a certain type of way. It's not It's not meant for individuals that make it how can I say, a daily routine habit, because one has to be able to know about their physics. You don't pollute your conscience, or you don't pollute your happiness of your heart, or you don't pollute your endurance of the reason of the physical reality and trying to go forward. And then on top of it, doing certain things, pressurizing your skull certain type of ways. You never know what type. It's like, you ever bought weed? Like I said, you ever bought weed from a nigga because a person seeming to buy weed, and the next thing you know, the weed giving you a fucking headache? Then your brain's feeling like, oh my god, my nerves in my brain is like, ah, and your fucking head is throbbing like, boom, 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 boom. And then you wonder what happened. Yo, my nigga, you better hope that person that showed you weed ain't no live wire ass nigga. You better hope the nigga didn't do no crazy shit. You better hope you in happy harmonies with the nigga. You better hope wherever that weed from is a part of your social economic system. And then on top of it, you better hope that shit don't fuck up your nervous system. Because if it's not from your social economic system and it fucks up your nervous system, your homeboy, you're gonna have a real serious situation. I'm telling you, just like, I'm not playing. I don't give a fuck if another nigga give you a seed. You put it in your garden. You put it in your own garden. And then if you have something else, then you put it in your garden. You're my nigga. I don't gotta know how that nigga started getting more money than you at the time. Yo, my nigga, we ain't gonna break down the physics of how situations so serious. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm just gonna tell you just like this. Yo, my nigga, you probably done complicated the nigga life in the same time, because other people looking at things differently from how other people, from things that they're already viewing, and then that caused the nigga to be on some damn, I thought you were gonna be smart and do something else, and you ain't put it in certain. Yo, my nigga, let me tell you just like, you see me, my nigga, another person's not smart as you, and a person's not me. When I do something that's different from another person doing it. But I'm gonna just tell you just like this, my nigga. If you have an individual in life and shit that smokes weed and catches headaches in their nervous system and their brain and their neural activity, and then it's like a throbbing headache, and then it's smelling like a bad chemical reaction to the humane condition. This is why I tell you, don't abuse the drug, because you don't want to pollute your heart or your happiness of your harmony, or you go smoke weed and then you jumping in pussy. Then you be real fucked up. Like, there was a girl named Siobhan Sawyer. Yo, my nigga, that chick is lucky she slept with me at a time a certain type of way, my nigga. Because I could imagine the things. Matter of fact, we don't even need to speak, because I don't smoke weed no more. That's how real I am. And I'm gonna tell you just like this. My dick is the dick of all life. And that's how serious my situation is. Be careful, because if I look at you the wrong way, bad things will happen. If I think about you the wrong way, bad things will happen. If I think about you the wonderful way in life, wonderful things will happen. It's just like today. Today is what? Today is the 10th. I went. Right now is the 10th. On my way here, I told this chick I was gonna get. I paid for a Metro card, right? I was taking the bus, but I didn't have enough change, and I went and got a Metro card, and I still paid the fare. I got on the bus, and I still paid the fare for it. Because you know something? Consideration is everything. I love my life, and I love people that made me happy sexually at times, depending on the type of happiness they gave me at times. There was this chick I do be speaking bad about her, but it's because I was so disappointed the way she hurt my heart, and she didn't realize what was going on with my family at the time, and that's why I speak